Alright, welcome. This is going to be a longer video explaining how everything works real quick. When you start all the way down there. I'm not that far away from the spawn point, because it's right over there. Now, when you start, you really don't get any explanation, so I'm going to make this sweet, simple, and quick. You start there. You go down here, you'll find these reefs. Now, with this, you can make rope. Now, everything has to be dragged down. It doesn't have like a whole thing like other games do. But you grab the fiber, you place it down, you press R, and boom, you made rope. Now, you need rope to create other things. Let's say put a stick down, put one rope down. Flint. By the way, flint you can find anywhere. You put 3 of these down. Now, you see that you have all this together? Boom, you can make a bow, you can make a dagger, a torch, an axe, a flint hammer, or a flint shovel. Everything is accessible, and you gotta do this every time when you're done. So let's put it all back. I already told you how to make your tools. So let's go to how to do most of it. Now, clay. Clay is around the riverbeds. So if you ever see like a weird patch like this is clay. This right here is clay. I wish I knew how to open the other radial menu. But I don't think I do know how to open it. But yeah, that's clay. I want to show you. Okay. Clay is used for making a killing and the other stuff to actually use for your armor. Now flint, as I said, flint you can find along the road. Along the road, anywhere else, you can really find it, mine it. Easy. You go up here, horses, tameable, just letting you know. But you can get on one, they won't buckle and jibe, they won't throw you out or anything. I made my house on the side of a rock. I've been carving into it. I very much like it. It's always been my thing in Minecraft, carving into it. Now, remember when I say that you needed a killing? This is what it is. Just letting you know, this is for the most advanced part. Kinda. It's not that bad. How to make a bed. Most people ask how to make a bed. Grass. Grass, you drop it, you use it to make thatch. Thatch, you use it, you craft, and you make white fabric. After you're done with white fabric, you will need oak planks. Now, at this point, you will have an axe. Use that axe, break a tree down, cut it completely. Be careful that you don't die. It's just how it is. Don't die, because I did one. I broke a tree in half and accidentally took my head off. It was funny, yet terrifying. Once you do that, convert those oak blocks into oak planks. Grab your white fabric, which you'll need 250 white fabric and I think 400 for the bed maybe. It's here, yeah, 400 for the bed. And boom, you make yourself a bed. Quick and simple, easy. And that would be how you set your spawn point, which you can pass the night as well doing that. And we're gonna go to the killing. Now for the killing, again, it's easy. You need 450 stone bricks, 400 clay. I already told you where you can find the clay. Once you're done with all that, you can, let's grab this. I don't know if it'll work or not. You grab this, you drop it in there. Wood blocks, by the way, put a ton of wood blocks at the bottom. Boom. Yeah, the blocks go at the bottom, just letting you know. I rather put 424.7 in there. Press F, boom. Now, bam. I didn't know I was going to do this. I already knew since, you know, Minecraft logic is sand like normal. So it hasn't changed in that department. But bam, I made glass. Wood goes at the bottom. Necessary resources go at the top. Again, just because the tutorial really doesn't explain a lot. And now I will show you something cool. Let's see. Because I don't want to make another one. Metal plate. Alright, so this is where you get your hammerhead mold, your axe head mold, your sword blade mold, shit. And okay, so all this you use for your furnace. Now, for your furnace, you will need terracotta. Terracotta is made from clay. You need clay to make terracotta, and clay goes inside the killing, and that's how you make terracotta. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, because it's a funny word. So you put the terracotta down, and that's how you can make the molds. Arrowhead, dagger blade, sword, shovel, boomerang. I made a shuriken one. I don't know where I threw it, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to step on it at some point. But boom. You make terracotta. Terracotta is used to make the furnace. But once you have a mold, once you have farm for copper or iron or whatever you are, put it in here. It'll take just a bit, but remember, wood goes at the bottom, metal goes at the top, and once you're done, click F. You see how it's filling? And by the way, this is an advanced tip as well. That's how you get rid of the whole thing. If you do not want to have iron ore or copper ore in there for your next build, you can just drop it in there. You need that mold. Bam. And if you don't, you can put it right back. But remember, you need a plate mold, metal plate mold, to be able to take everything out. I'm really hoping this video is getting through it. But if you leave it there for just a bit, it'll melt. Boom. You got copper ore already ready to be made. I feel like I have to do at least one weapon, but I feel like I've done a pretty good job at explaining. So let's explain one more time. Boom, let's do shuriken mold. Actually, I don't want to do that because that's the easiest one. Let's do an axe mold. Alright, put your axe mold in there. Click on it. Wait for it. And that was on me. I was too fast in the draw. Boom. You got your axe. And then you're like, alright, so what do I do with this now? Oh man, I need another table. Boom. You put the axe on the floor. You put that there. You put some rope there. Crafting. Copper axe. Boom. You made your axe. See? Simple, easy, quick, and clean. I'm hoping I'm not making it too hard or nothing like that. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And let's say that you want to repair your equipment. Don't let it break, by the way. Boom. You put your hammer down. This is why I have copper plate on the side. Copper plate is done with the copper mold. Like I told you before, that you need the mold there so you can retake most of it. But you put the mold... can you not do that? Alright, bam. You put it there. Now, this is the weird thing. I mean, I don't really like how it's done, but I guess. You will need a flint hammer. And just go to town. Boom. You're done. You're done. You're done. Bam. Grab your copper. Boom. You are done. You fixed your hammer. You fixed whatever needed to be fixing. And that is how you cook. That is extensively how you cook. Now, there is other killings, by the way. Other smelteries, sturdy smelteries. But you will need more things. Now, this is just the basics of it. So I could explain to you how things work. Now, if you get a wand. Here's the cool thing about the wand. I have 3 spells because I learned some of them. But if you use levitate. You can break stuff quicker. Let's say that you want to farm. Levitate is great for farming. I mean, you can farm with your normal stuff. But if you want to farm, let's say there's like an iron patch here. Which, if it's not procedure generator and everybody has the same thing, there is a cave right here that has everything you need for the most part. You like that little piece. You use levitate on it, boom. You got whatever chunk that was. Same with the tree. It's just a cool spell to have. But trees, it's the same way. Cut them down. Be careful that it doesn't kill you in the process. Once you cut enough, like let's say this limb. Once you cut this limb out, boom, you're good to go. I'm gonna put my controller because I don't know how to get to the... There. So, you can put stuff in your other hand, but I only know how to do it with my controller because I have not gone into the controllers. But if you do, it's D-pad down on your controller. Again, like I said, once you have enough parts cut out, you can always just grab the whole thing. So you don't have to like wait for it and just keep going at it for the meantime. There is other ways to do more, but I think I've explained what I wanted to do, which was the building of the bed, the crafting system, how to make your first killing, how to make your furnace. I really hope that I did good. By the way, that is your campfire. This is what you use to cook meat, by the way. All you gotta do is grab the meat, put it there, see how it's burning. Once it's done, pick it back up and put it in your inventory, and that's how you cook meat. Easy, simple. I'm hoping everybody got the gist of it. And I don't think I have anything else to say for now. I really don't. The wand, I don't know if I said it before, but if you want to get the wand, I found the materials for it all the way at the top. That's where you get the wand. Well, the materials for it. There's going to be a lot of enemies, so you better have a copper axe. I mean, a copper sword and a shield before you go in there. But look at this cool thing. Magic. I'm a weeb. Magic beam. It's cool. It does a lot of damage. It does take a lot of mana. Mana regenerates either way, so there's a lot of cool things that you can do. Magic missile. Magic missile. Alright, enough of that. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I covered most of it. Beginner friendly and some advanced things, I guess. There's really not that much, so I'm hoping I did good. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy and love the game. I'm enjoying it, so peace.